If you say your training machines are down, could you further elaborate? Has an official complaint been made um, as to why it is down? Were these all not supposed to be checked before you booked into the hotel?
Come again.
I'm talking about the training materials that you said, machines that you said are down. So how does this affect the your girls?
I'm not training machines. I'm talking about my players.
So how many
I
of your
said one of
how many of them are down?
currently is one of our best middle players. She was she. I think she's the only middle player who is a professional in Rwanda.
Mm,
She is the topmost blocker in the team, and she's currently down. Yesterday, she had to take some medication with the advice of the CAVB before she was able to play.
mm,
But after the match, she broke down completely, and I don't think we'll get services today
mm,
against Nigeria.
mm. So how long is this tournament expected to last?
It's 2 weeks. Um, I think we'll leave here on the 5th.
Mm,
But unfortunately, our group is the toughest in the championship.
okay.
We're in the group with Tunisia, Cameroon, and Nigeria.
Mm,
But after the group stage, the best three will qualify for round of 16, and then um, quarterfinals and summit.
mm, mm,
We lost 3-0 to Cameroon, and we we are cycling the ladies so we can beat Nigeria and automatically qualify.
mm. You indicated that your group is the toughest group. Could you tell us about the other teams that you've played against? I know Cameroon you mentioned earlier were third in Africa. How about Nigeria and Tunisia?
Nigeria, they are strong though, but from the previous meetings between Ghana and Nigeria, I'll say we're ahead of Nigeria because we beat them about 3 times before this tournament.
Mm, mm.
So
Right. Hello. Yes, we
hello.
lost. Yeah, we lost you briefly there.
Yes,
Mm,
Tunisia are also one of the strongest teams in Africa. They have won this championship about 3 or 4 times.
mm,
Um, they beat Nigeria yesterday by 3 sets to 1.
mm, mm,
Yeah, so you can imagine the kind of firepower they are having. But I know my girls can overpower them. Inshallah, when we meet them.
mm, mm.
Yes, coach.
Yes, sir.
I want to find out from you volleyball as a sporting activity. Do you think, as a country or perhaps a region where you are coming from, the Upper East region, do you think we are paying much attention to it?
Thank you very much. As a country, I would say no, but um, for a very long time, the women's national team never got this opportunity in African Nations Championship. We were supposed to go to Cameroon last 3 years, but we were denied. So it's only the men that were able to travel. This time around, the ministry said they will sponsor us because we've qualified. We usually qualify in our zone. That is zone 3. West Africa, we are always on top. We beat everybody and qualify. But our ministry always deny us the slot to go because they claim our sport is a team sport and the flight and participation fee is too heavy for them to pay. Meanwhile, if they bring even under one football, they'll sponsor. And that is funny. You can imagine the number of players being carried to a competition in football. It's usually 23, but volleyball, only 14 players. only 14 with 4 officials. That is 18. Football, they carry about 23 players with a lot of officials, and yet the ministry don't complain. So in terms of sponsorship, I'll say no. The Ministry of Sports is not really helping. But in Upper East, we are doing our best because you know how our people behave. When you even go to some people to help you take the team or club to a different region to participate in any championship, they don't even support. They'll give you excuses. When you even chase some of our big men, our MPs, they don't even want to hear volleyball. But when it's football, you see them coming with big money to support. So it's rather unfortunate. But Upper East is also producing one of the best players in Ghana.
Okay.
I've been the national coach since 2015 till date. I'm making Upper East proud.
Yeah.
I have about 4 of our players in the national team, both men and women, which other regions are struggling to get. But yet we don't get that support from our own people.
So what do you think is the missing link here? What can we do? Is it that volleyball as a discipline, there's not much to get from it compared to football and other activities? What is it that we are not paying much attention to it?
Undoubtedly, football cannot be compared to any other sports in this world, especially in Ghana. Our first priority is football because everybody loves football and everybody will come and watch football. Volleyball, unless those who love volleyball that come around to watch. Even those who don't love volleyball, if they come around and watch, they begin to fall in love with volleyball because it's very interesting to watch. And now people, I don't know, maybe we are not doing a lot of publicity. We're not marketing ourselves well. That is a fact.
Yeah.
We don't market ourselves like the way football do. So I've been talking about this for ages, and I think it's high time we change some leaders in the federation so we can at least try and then push our sports a bit high.
But is there money in there? Like football, if a player, maybe you are able to get signed to, even playing at the national level, you get a lot of incentives. Is there money in there?
You talk of national team, zero. As a head coach for, let me say, 11 years now, they only give you appointment without salary, let alone a player. Before we came here, we had no residential camping. We used to train at Supply, Bema Camp. The competition too is indoor, not outdoor. Botima Sports Complex was constructed for these indoor sports. But to even get the access to the indoor facility is difficult. We were given only 1 week to train in the facility and non-residential. The players who use their own money, most of them are civilians, like me. I'm fortunate to work with the National Sports Authority, so I can't complain. But most of the players, some of them are even students. At the end of the training session, the coach, I will have to give them money to buy food and even transport. So it's always difficult that way. As for Upper East, we are trying with Master Anas Abdullahi as the regional chairman. He's pushing very hard. I love that man because he's pushing for volleyball in the region. But the national, we are fighting hard to change the leaders so we can progress in the discipline.
Whilst working on changing leaders at the national level, what do you think as people within the local level, what are the local remedies that you think you lovers of volleyball can start doing whilst waiting for maybe national initiative to come out so that it will ginger the love for volleyball and maybe people will start sponsoring volleyball in the country?
One funny thing about volleyball family, I use family because anybody that starts playing volleyball is a family.
So,
wherever you go, you meet the same faces. There is no money in volleyball, yet this kind of backbiting and hatred comes from volleyball. It's always funny. When you are trying to make it better, someone will go and sit somewhere and say a lot of things that are not even true. And it demoralizes some of us that are pushing and putting a lot of resources into it.
Is it people watching from afar and having that kind of this thing about you people, or is it that you as volleyball family members you are you have those kind of?
I'm talking. If I mention volleyball family, that means that closer are the ones that are spewing lies to people just because they think where you are is rosy, it's lucrative. For that matter, they will have to take over. And when you give them the opportunity, they don't even try to wherever you are because they don't have that technical know-how. They don't know what to do. They think most of the times some of us use our personal resources to push our agenda in volleyball. But they think we get resources from companies and individuals. So the moment they see that you are making progress in volleyball, pushing people, such as the young ones, into the national, then they start saying a lot of things. But when you give them the opportunity, they can't do anything. And that is why volleyball is dying in the region.
Okay.
Volleyball is dying in the region because, for instance, I mentioned Master Anas. He's on retirement, but he uses his own pensioners' salary to push the sports in the region. I've also been doing that. Bubble is trying. Currently, the region is in Greater Accra for this basic interregional competition. Most of, I would say, 80% of the players are from Mobile. These are our children. Mobile is doing well. We are putting a lot of resources into bringing up the young ones because the grown ones are in Accra. Some have joined the security services. So currently, if we are going to assemble players to represent the region, it will be difficult. We have players, all right, but as to if they will be able to compete with those in Accra and other regions, I would say no, because they are more exposed than those in Upper East. They don't travel. Unfortunately, I have to say it this way. So we have to forget about backbiting, come together, and then push the sports far more than we are seeing now.
Okay.
But let me just ask you a personal. You know, you intimated that the sports it's not lucrative. But then you've been the head coach for about 11 years now. What is the personal motivation that keeps you going?
Is seeing my players from the north getting call-ups in the national team and then making it into the sporting services. I mentioned Sandra Ayipua from Yalga BC. We trained her in Mobile. Before she came down to the national team, she was playing professional in Rwanda. She was taking her dollars. And that is a plus. That is the kind of motivation that I had for myself. Then Ajara Abubakar, that's Sandra's mate. She was also a professional in Côte d'Ivoire. Unfortunately, we those that raise them don't benefit from them because there's nothing like signing fee and the coach will take this particular percentage. No. The only thing that makes us happy is seeing them excel in the sport. That is all. Just to be proud that these are my children and they are making it internationally.
So today, as you have a game, what is the strategy going into the game, considering that one of your toughest player is unfortunately down ill?
Yes. Unfortunately, one of our youngest players, and then a very powerful pushing 4 and middle player, was not allowed to play because she was unfortunately not included in the O2B system. Maybe you will not understand these technicalities. O2Bs is the long list you send to FIVB, I think a month before the competition. But our general secretary made a mistake by omitting her name. For that matter, when we got here, they checked the system and her name wasn't part. So yesterday we even played with 13 players instead of 14. Last night they confirmed from FIVB that she's eligible to play. But when we checked this morning with the CVB, they told us they closed the O2Bs last night. So she cannot play. So currently we have only 12 players that are eligible to play. That is not an excuse for us not to give our 100%. I told you earlier on that inshallah we are mounting strategies based on the match we watch for Nigeria and Tunisia. So we are going to mount some strategies against Nigeria, and I believe it will work for us. Whether 3-2, 3-1, 3-0, inshallah, we'll beat Nigeria.
Right. Coach, we are so grateful for your time. We'll get back, we'll get in touch with you for updates on the tournament as it goes on.
Thank you so much. Father, I want to say a very big thank you to the people of Upper East, especially Marganiki Fit, Mobile Volleyball Club, and my wife, Gifty Yaba. I appreciate her a lot for her patience. Staying away for over 3 months, it's not been easy, but she should endure. I'll be home soon. Thank you very much.
All right, Coach Rahman, we are very grateful for speaking to us this morning. Thank you. And this morning, let me also join to pay tribute to Coach Anas. He's a very He's someone whose passion for sports exceeds beyond comprehension. He's actually my basketball coach.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and in Navasco. And through him, I admired the volleyball sport, and I got into it right after senior high school. I don't call myself a professional because I never played volleyball to any serious level. But if it comes to basketball, I did play to the regional level from school. But Coach Anas, thank you so much for the impact you are making in these lesser known sports. Basketball, volleyball, handball, badminton. These are the lesser known sports. We call them the individual sports. So when you are progressing, especially this basketball and volleyball, we don't see it to be us. You may discover a very good player in volleyball, in basketball, but encouraging them to take it up seriously is difficult because even within your terrain, you don't see a lot of people engaging in such sporting activities. And so, yes. So you get it. Volleyball. But volleyball is a very interesting game. You will love it when you begin to play.
Especially when they are very serious in trying
to
save the ball.
The first match I played in volleyball, I misjudged a ball that was spiked, and then I got my thumb injured. But that didn't still stop me from continuing to play volleyball. Okay. The passion for volleyball still goes on.
I like volleyball.
Yes.
Volleyball,
yes, but I stopped. It's been very long.
basketball or lawn tennis.
Oh, volleyball is a very
It's a
interesting
very
game. Yeah.
good
Yeah.
discipline,
And
I
then
think
we
that
just, I think Coach Rahman and that the mobile park, the volleyball
it
court
has
there has
actually
trained,
grown a
it
lot
has
of
groomed a
people
lot of people. And
in the system,
wow.
and
Wow.
it's something that. But talking about, it seems as a region or even as a country, we don't even pay much
Oh no no
attention
no
to
no no,
it.
we don't.
And even look
It's-
at the national,
we say
the African level,
it's a lesser known sport. They are
and,
not
and
interested
no
in
one
it.
is talking about
Money
it.
no day there like football. You know, football when they are signing a player, 150,000 pounds, dollars. Ah, chief. And in volleyball, how much will we get from you? So, what is the essence pushing our investment? But I think
But
that
we need to.
we need to seriously invest in it so that. That is why even in our schools, sometimes when they are giving sporting kits, especially at the basic level, they give more football kits than any of the other sporting disciplines.
Yes.
So most NGOs come, and when they are going to give sporting kits, they are giving footballs, they are giving nets, they are giving jerseys related to football. But nothing comes in relation to volleyball or any of the other known sports.
Yeah.
So there are disciplines that we can get. And for me, I like the volleyball and the basketball because you are very gentle. Unlike the other one, you have to be falling down, hurting yourself
Well,
endlessly.
Yara, stop using TikTok to insult people. If you go to a1radioonline.com, that is what the Upper East Regional Coordinating Council Assistant Director is urging the youth that they should stop using TikTok to insult people.
Well, we've spoken about this a time and a number again, that what you do on social media is a world.
Yeah,
And strangely, it saves every content you put up.
of course.
Even if you say you've deleted it, it's still saved there.
Of course.
So don't go and misbehave on social media and assume that once I have asked for forgiveness, it is gone. One day it will hunt you
It will
down.
come back.
We've seen some prominent personalities whose past lifestyles have been dug out, and it's now affecting them. So you just want to be very careful.
Sure.
Let's promote the region. Let's not use it as a beefing stone.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand Groony, but I know there's a lot of bad mouthing on social media, which we should
in the
desist
local
from.
in Green, yeah.
Yeah. There's
Really?
lot of
You know, I'm not
Groony,
into
Kasim,
that app.
yeah, TikTok. A lot of
I'm
if
not
you
into
get
that
there,
app,
you
and
won't
I don't
you
want
won't,
to
you
even
won't
get
like
there.
what you hear.
I don't want to get there.
Anyway, Big Boss wins 2026 Upper East. Is this
Student drama, yeah.
Fest?
Yes.
Yes.
And Bolga East MP supports rehabilitation of fire damaged Durango Nursing College dormitory with
Moses, let's
250,000 Ghana.
before we look
cedis.
at the dormitory story where you came up with the news, and we must commend the MP for the timely intervention.
Sure,
It's going to really help. But you see, this Struda Fest, you know, those days we used to have the Pana Fest and all those things, and Kida Fest. These were some of the platforms through which some of the students discovered their other talents in
Drama.
in acting,
Yeah.
and a lot of them now became
Who they are. Yeah.
superstars today.
Yeah.
Our current curriculum and system, it doesn't really open up for co-curricular activities.
Oh, okay.
So
Just about steady.
good. So when they it's part of the calendar that we have called cultural festival. But within the school level, it is difficult to time yourself for it because the calendars, your timetables are always fixed with always being in class. So when they announce it, that is when you now see hasty preparation, and they use less than a week or 3 days just to prepare. But if this is something that we must encourage, let's do it right. We are all not for the academics.
Yeah, not all of us.
We are not the book. We are not
No,
all
no,
for
not
book
of us.
book.
It's not even
You
right
see,
for all of us to be at the
exactly.
classroom all the time.
We are talking about how our culture is being lost, how the people don't find interest
Yeah,
in associating with
yeah,
their culture.
yeah.
It's because from the word go,
It's all about books.
it's all about books.
Learning foreign materials.
Learning about foreign culture.
Trying to adapt and readapt.
Good.
By the time we realize we lost the society that we are trying to even help build.
Exactly.
And that is where we are as a society now.
So for me, it is a very big thing
Because
when we must encourage it.
because that day the way the students were able to use our local settings to talk about stories, to make
Storytelling.
things. Those days
Do you
they'll
remember
do
the
drama
last time
about.
you heard about a story in
No,
Guruni?
no. They will do drama about how malaria, cholera, and those kind of. If you allow your place to get dirty, they'll do drama about how HIV is. They do drama about teenage pregnancy and other stuff. Sun City, South African, distant drama. It's all people. Sometimes when we begin to talk about things like this, it just leads me to some of the advocacy that sometimes I want to talk about. But these are the things that actually, if you want to tackle defilement, if you want to tackle teenage pregnancy, if you want to tackle sexual reproduction, if you want to tackle a lot of things, malaria and other stuff, you have to use drama, which we have a theory in development communication. We have a theory called edutainment. Edutainment, education plus entertainment come together to form a change in society. So we use this to change a course. If there's a difficult thing in change, for instance, we are battling about plastic waste. If as a region, the regional coordinating directorate, the district assemblies, they all come together to say that no, we have to tackle this thing. Like the every first month of the first week of the month, they will go and do this, their sanitation, what. If they channel that resources, give it to the Center for National Culture to organize drama, a change behavior. It's through drama and other stuff that they can use to change the behavior. Because if they go around communities to do drama about how, if you allow your place to get litter, how the law can catch up with you. If you do your place, if you clean your environment neatly, how you yourself will get the personal benefit and all that. These are some of the things. And that is why the Center for National Culture is there. It is not just there because they want a building to be there. It is there because it have to change behavior. And that is a behavior change entity sitting down there. No one is talking about it. The place is rotting away and we are all happy. Or perhaps we don't even know.
But they have directors and who.
But what can the directors do? At the end of the month, the director is going to collect his monthly pay. There's no money for him to even go out and do this kind of social change behavior that we are talking about. So sometimes, yes, when central government gives us something, I often say that we have to think globally, but we must act locally. Thinking globally is allowed, but when it comes to your local terrain, now act locally using the global method or approaches. But that is what over the years we have failed to understand and to implement. We are talking about this students' drama activity thing. If as a region we take it seriously, we say that, you know what, let's get students, or perhaps use Center for National Culture, because this initiative is being implemented by the Center for National Culture and the National Civic something. If they come together and say, let's give you this amount of resources, we want you to come out with a change behavior. Often the elderly people, they have already passed. Target the young ones at the basic levels. You start doing harm to us and all that. A behavior will change.
Right.
Some of us, we grow up to learn this local song. Binsan yoka kolpaka le dansra. Berisan yelka I can pay lahi. This kind of song, it tells that if you are a woman and you wake up in the morning, you know what's your boss, you know what's your utensils and other stuff, you get sickness.
Right.
You run diarrhea, and the diarrhea will cause you a lot of harm. So this song was being channeled out to let us know that if you wake up in the morning, you have to clean your surrounding. to prevent cholera and those kind of stuff. It was a change behavior. But here we are. We think that, oh, everything is just about big bill. When we talk about development, sometimes when I come back, if we fail to put these little things, then we will not see the development that we want. They can even bring the factories that we all cry about. They can bring the big things that we all want. But if we fail to develop our little areas, our surroundings, our mindset, those things will not work.
For me, I think there is a lot of potential
Yes.
in our young people,
Yes.
and for us to discover these, we need to relax our curriculum.
Yes.
We just need to relax our curriculum. It's the competition is too much. It's just the competition to be first is just too much, and
In the classroom.
it is in the system. So it starts from the class. From the very day your child goes to school, is my child was first. My child got
We
100%.
taught them that if you are
My
first,
child was
then it
this.
tells that you are making progress in
So
society.
parents, that is why a child would leave the house at 6 a.m. to school, come back home, and the child has extra classes from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Why?
The child is sitting on the books to do
Is he a
homework
robot?
from 7
me, I will
p.m.
not train my
to
children
8,
like that.
and the child sleeps. So the child doesn't have time to even to know who he or she truly is.
You see?
We should find and I have said it times to that number, that if I get the capacity to establish, to run an education system, I'm going to try a model that I have been thinking for a very long time. I feel that our education system is too rigid and it's too robust, it's too competitive, and it doesn't allow the child to think outside the box. Most of our children are taught to memorize. So if A is this, then B is that. So some of them, if you want to twerk it a bit, which the currently the examination system is, rather than just asking you what are some characteristics of a good person, they can now put it in a story form, and the question is embedded in the story.
Yeah. It
A
sticks.
lot of students come out to say that we don't understand this. They say you didn't teach us this.
Look at all this.
Yes, and when you now break it down to them, say
Look at all
you see, and that is because the system is too
It's too formal.
it's too formal.
Let's put it that. And
It's too formal, and
It's too formal.
it's. I have always I won't say this.
Yeah,
on-
no, don't
on-
say it and
on
they'll come
air
for you.
because-
But I can say it. It's too formal, and that is where we are. You see, like you are training the child to be, sorry to use the word, a robot. That socialization kind of thing, that human touch will not be there. Because imagine parents, you are in the family, your child goes to school 6 a.m., comes back around 4 p.m., have to do the homework inside somewhere with a private teacher. By the time the child finishes the homework, the child has to
child
go
is-
and bath,
eats.
go and sleep. The following morning, it's a routine. And Saturday, the child have this thing, they normally call them what classes?
extra class,
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah.
classes.
Yes, they with the teacher, you the parents, you are out of the picture. Oh. You are out of the picture. So imagine the child go through all this procedure, go to the senior high school, the same procedure, because the senior boarding school, you will not get the child. Come back the following year, the child is going to university or college.
So there's
That-
no
that-
bond.
there's no bond.
There's no bond.
You get me?
And you know, growing up,
Yes. So
That's
so at the end of the day, the child goes to university, come out, have a nice job. He's in the city. You are there.
that is why it's
You call,
unfortunately-
this engineer, I'm not feeling well. I say, okay, mommy, I will send you money. That human touch will not be there.
Exactly.
And that is where you will now realize that you have failed as a parent.
You've trained a robot.
Yes, you have failed. And that is what is happening at the Western world. And now they are recorrecting it. But it is too late. But they are recorrecting. You know, they started with this tablet kind of thing. They have called it back.
Yeah, they've recalled all tablets.
Social
from
media
schools.
now, if you go to Australia,
It's banned.
It's banned.
You-
France is working on banning it.
UK has done it.
UK.
UK, if you are not more over 60.
But come and see Opana people in Ghana here. They are
No,
providing
No, this,
tablets.
discussions have started
It's
to
our
ban.
the same parents will agitate against it.
They are no. Let's even leave parents. You can, if you can afford, no problem. But let's go to the government side where our
tablet.
taxpayer.
Oh,
They are
no.
providing tablets.
I think is it state of Massachusetts or whatever in
Yeah.
the US. They have also recalled the tablets
Because
from
the
their,
book
from their
gives you
classes.
that yes. So we at the end of it we copy and we copy blindly. And we think that we are doing ourselves. And sometimes I fault those who are at the top there.
Moses,
Just use a small space
Mm.
to draw conclusion that is how the whole system operates.
do you remember some of your friends you used to play around with, go hide and seek? I don't know the kind of, we used to do pilolo, the pampana.
Those
You see,
things, you know.
that was the learning, the balling, the
yes,
gelling.
yeah.
So but now the children are
They are
eager,
they
want to leave
socialization
home.
is a difficult thing.
They want to leave home. So when they are even choosing their schools, they don't want to choose schools within the environment of their parents because they want to be free. So, you see, parents should know that our children don't want to. The way they are eager to leave the region
to
to
leave
school
you, not
elsewhere,
even let's say
it's,
to
it's
leave
not
you.
because of the it's you.
Yeah.
They are not. They feel they are in a prison around you, so they want to go into environments where they have their
So,
freedom.
Gerald,
Even if it is for a week, if it's for a day, they are not with the parent to tell them what to do.
Imagine the way we are struggling just to make sure that your child has everything that he or she needs. And at the end of the day, that bond is not there. You can imagine the pain, the loss you have caused for yourself. Simply because you fail to take little steps into guiding that child. And that is what some of us, we are leading ourselves into. And as a country, we have to begin looking at some of the curriculum. Sometimes they have to design it in such a way that the child will have that time. So are they trying to say that we that came from that way of learning or teaching, we have failed as a society? We that will go to school 8 a.m., come back somewhere, is it 1 p.m. or 2 p.m.? No, then we don't know anything. They themselves, the kind of school that they were, so are they telling that they are failed as a country? Yes, the world is changing. We are now in a hybrid system. We all agree. But as we are trying to fine-tune ourselves in that hybrid system, we shouldn't let go of what we know how to do best. Me, I often say that what I know to do best, I'll make sure that I'll perfect that place whilst trying to now catch up with the other areas. But as a country, as a developing country, we fail to appreciate that. Even if I were to be a government body or someone who is implementing, yes, I will make ICT something that is universal. That children, even if it is that the only thing that they should be learning, they should learn that thing. Me, I will say that. But when it comes to the extra curricular that we are talking about, they should look at it and address it. If not, it will not serve us as a country. Because we are training robots. Yeah, they are about because
right.
we can't manufacture the robots, but we can train our human.
Yeah, we
Because we are
just,
training
just,
robots.
we
You
just
can
need
imagine
to.
from 6 a.m.